Today, I would like to reflect on Ewing versus Goldstein and how it shapes my role as a professional counselor, along with how my own values and assumptions may impact my work with the LGBTQ clients. Ewing versus Goldstein is an important case because it expanded the counselor's duty to protect. In this case, a therapist received credible information from the client's father that the client posed a serious risk to someone else. Even though the client did not directly make the threat during a session, the court ruled that the counselor still had the responsibility to take action when they received credible threat of information from a third party. This case reminds me that our ethical and legal responsibilities extend beyond what the client explicitly tells us. As a future professional counselor, this case pushes me to think more critically about how I assess risk. It enforces that I can't ignore or minimize information simply because it doesn't come directly from the client. Instead, I need to slow down, assess the seriousness of the risk, and consult when needed, and carefully document my clinical decisions. Most importantly, Ewing versus Goldstein highlights the difficult balance between maintaining confidentiality while taking steps to protect others from harm. These decisions are rarely simple, but they are essential to ethical practice. This case connects to the importance of self-awareness and counseling, especially when working with LGBTQ clients. I recognize that I, like many others, was raised in a society that often assumes heterosexuality and traditional gender roles as a norm. These cultural defaults can influence how we understand relationships, identity, and even mental health, often without even recognizing it. According to Hayes and Edford, developing multicultural counseling competence begins with awareness of our own beliefs and values. When those beliefs go unexamined, they can unintentionally show up in counseling through our assumptions, microaggressions, or discomfort. For LGBTQ clients, this can create an environment that feels unvalidating or unsafe. To mitigate these biases, I am committed to ongoing self-reflection, continuing my education, and cultural humility. In practice, this means using inclusive and affirming language, respecting clients' self-identified sexual orientation and gender identity. Asking rather than assuming, and seeking supervision when my personal beliefs might interfere with my ability to provide effective care. Overall, Ewing versus Goldstein reminds me that being a counselor involves more than just following the rules or techniques. It requires thoughtful judgment, ethical responsibility, and the willingness to continually examine both my professional decisions and my personal values. Together with multicultural counseling principles, this case reinforces that competent counseling is rooted in reflection, accountability, and respect for diverse experiences of our clients.